In 4 hours, 80-mile-per-hour winds are heading straight for Dallas, and nobody is ready. Softball-sized hail, 4.5 inches across, is destroying vehicles in West Texas as we speak. 2 confirmed tornado warnings are active, and the worst of tonight has not even started yet. I've been watching Texas storms for years. What is setting up tonight is something else. 3 massive storm clusters matured at the same time across west central Texas this afternoon. A cold front and a powerful upper disturbance are joining forces, and that combo hits different. When those 2 features collide tonight, a squall line is going to explode across all of Texas. Storm energy is running at 2,000 to 3,000 joules per kilogram. That is a loaded atmosphere. Enough fuel to keep these monsters roaring back with a vengeance well past midnight tonight. No cap on this atmosphere means storms fire fast with zero resistance all afternoon and evening. Maine's severe weather window runs from 1 p.m. straight through 10 p.m. Central Daylight Time across Central Texas tonight. Nobody is saying this out loud. Tonight's storm complex rolls past midnight into South Texas. Millions of people will be sleeping through the most dangerous phase of tonight's storm complex. Burn this into your memory. Set that weather alert before you do anything else this evening. Let me walk you through exactly where the worst is headed and who needs to act now. NWS San Angelo just issued a tornado warning for Winters, Texas, and it is radar confirmed. Winters, Hatchell, and Benoit. All 3 communities are inside that confirmed warning polygon. Baseball-sized hail is possible, nearly 3 inches in diameter with this storm right now. Mobile homes will be damaged or destroyed. Those are the NWS San Angelo's exact words today. Earl Dawson, a retired farmer outside Winters, called his daughter and told her to leave fast. Earl made the right call. Mobile home near Runnels County tonight means you leave. Period. A second tornado warning covered central Coke County, Robert Lee, Bronte, and Shawville too. Radar showed confirmed rotation at 3:53 p.m. Central Daylight Time with 2-inch hail moving southeast at 25 miles per hour. Good Lord. Bronte had an active tornado warning while temperatures outside set at 92 degrees. Flying debris was a confirmed danger for anyone caught without shelter in that corridor today. Now look at this hail map, because what happened in West Texas today is flat out stunning. Softball hail confirmed northeast of San Angelo, 4.5 inches, bigger than a standard baseball. Another dangerous storm near Hamilton, matching that same intensity, is moving southeast fast tonight. Margaret Collins in Abilene texted her son. She said the sky outside turned completely green. Green sky means a supercell is close. Margaret, do yourself a solid and get to shelter now. SPC placed a level 3 zone covering Abilene, San Angelo, and stretching toward Dallas tonight. Significant severe weather is not just possible inside that zone, it is considered likely tonight. Any supercell that stays separate from the main line carries the biggest tornado risk tonight. Lone wolf supercells tap all that storm fuel for themselves, and they spin up way too fast. Abilene sits at the core of the highest tornado risk zone on today's SPC Outlook map, y'all. Colorado City and Sweetwater, directly underneath the largest storm cluster on radar tonight. Hamilton, Texas, that storm is moving toward you too fast to sit back and watch it develop. Drop your city and state in the comments. I'm tracking every warning that drops tonight. I will personally call out your area the moment a new warning fires anywhere across the state. Now I need to stop right here, because what happens after 8 p.m. is what changes everything. Once these storms organize into a line, damaging winds become the top danger, not the hail. Gusts of 60, 70, topping 80 miles per hour are coming to west and central Texas tonight. Those winds bring down power lines, snap large trees, and push semis off the highway tonight. Corpus Christi, Houston, and Beaumont, y'all are in the direct path of 60 to 70 miles per hour gusts. College Station, Tyler, and Nacogdoches. Large hail and damaging wind are both on the table. Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. Baseball-sized hail is likely as that line pushes east tonight. DFW, wind threat increases every hour. Damaging gusts are expected for the entire Metroplex. Power outages are going to be widespread across Texas before this night is over. Plan ahead. Austin and San Antonio. Storms hit after 9 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Have a plan locked in now. Both cities sit at the southern edge of the risk zone. Do not sleep on this tonight. Bob Simmons from Indianapolis asked, "Is flash flooding going to be a major problem tonight?" Bob, yes. And here is exactly why every Texas driver needs to hear this part now. Parts of Texas picked up 2 to 4 inches of rain overnight before tonight's storms even arrived. Adding another ½ inch to 1 inch tonight on already soaked ground means flooding happens fast. Turn around, don't drown. Over half of all U.S. flood deaths happen inside a vehicle. No joke. Any low water crossing you encounter tonight should be treated as completely off limits, folks. Driving on I-20 or I-10 across Texas tonight, keep a radar app open and watch it constantly. Softball hail at highway speed shatters windshields and dents every panel on your vehicle fast. Pull completely off the road and stay inside. Never stand outside a car during large hail. Now let me take you beyond Texas, because this outbreak is hitting 5 other states today. Arkansas, Louisiana, and Mississippi all sit inside a marginal to slight risk zone tonight. Mississippi alone has been battered all spring. 17 people were injured in a single outbreak. Those tornadoes were rain-wrapped. You could not see them coming until they were on top of you. Rain-wrapped tornadoes in the Deep South are among the deadliest hazards in all severe weather. Florida, from Jacksonville down toward northern Miami, has isolated severe storms in play today. West Virginia through Baltimore and into Philadelphia, stronger storms are possible there too. I kid you not, 6 different states are watching the radar at the exact same time tonight. Which state are you watching from? Drop your city and tell me what your sky looks like. I will give you a personal warning update and sky report for your exact area in the comments. Good grief. This is what a fully loaded severe weather season looks like across America tonight. Over 570 severe weather reports have been logged across the U.S. just this spring season alone. More than 20 tornadoes have already touched down in the Chicago metro in 2026 year to date. A normal full year for Chicago sees 10 to 20 total tornadoes. Let that sink in, folks. Communities barely have time to clear debris before the next outbreak lights up radar all over again. That pattern is not easing up. Here's what May looks like for all of us ahead. Subtropical jet stream has been mostly dormant for 2 years. It is now fully switched back on. Warm Pacific moisture, warm Gulf moisture, both streams funneling straight into the central U.S. Full El Niño type criteria is developing as we push toward the final week of May this year. More moisture, more storm fuel, and an active severe pattern that extends well into early June. Monday brings a brief pause, but the storm machine is just catching its breath, plain and simple. By Tuesday, wind gusts over 40 miles per hour ramp back up across the Midwest and eastern Dakotas fast. Minnesota, Iowa, and Illinois, breezy to very windy conditions expected through Tuesday evening. Midweek brings strong winds to Nevada, Utah, Idaho, northern Arizona, and into California too. Heat starts building fast, and by Friday, May 15th, those temperature numbers get alarming quickly. Omaha, Kansas City, Wichita, Topeka, and Amarillo. Record-breaking heat is on the way, folks. Central and southern plains are tracking toward 90s and low hundreds by the middle of next week. When that heat combines with a moisture surge from the Gulf, the severe threat explodes again. Sandra Phelps in Lexington, South Carolina, asked about her long-range outlook for late May. Sandra, your area stays relatively quiet through mid-May before things get active again later. Week 3 of May is the forecast window I am watching most closely for the entire central U.S. May 18th through 21st, rainfall rates of 1 to 2.5 inches per hour become possible. Flash flooding shifts northward into the Midwest and upper plains during that stretch of days. Moisture surge lifts all the way into Minnesota and Wisconsin and reaches into southern Canada. Week 3 of May alone could drop 3 to 6 inches of rain across Oklahoma and Kansas. Chicago, Indianapolis, Cincinnati, that long-range pattern has your name on it for late May. Ohio Valley and Great Lakes, heavy rainfall and severe weather setups are coming your direction. Damaging winds, large hail, and tornadoes go back on the table for the plains by week 3. Here is some good news for a change. Drought relief is finally arriving across Texas and Oklahoma. Areas bone dry for years are about to get major drought relief. Bless, it is overdue. New Mexico and Arizona, that subtropical jet will finally start bending rainfall your way soon. Happens by the last week of May as the pattern stretches from the desert into the southern plains. Oregon, Washington, Idaho, and western Montana, an intensifying drought is heading your way. Pacific Northwest stays locked in dry and windy conditions as wet pattern stays locked to the south. I need to stop right here and give you one forecast fact that sticks with you tonight. 4 hours from now, 80 miles per hour wind gusts, softball hail, and tornado warnings are still active. That is exactly where this video started, and that threat has not moved off the board tonight. City by city, 5-day risk window. Here is where every viewer in the U.S. stands going forward. San Angelo, Abilene, Winters, Bronte. Tonight is your peak danger window. Stay sheltered now. Dallas-Fort Worth and Waco. Large hail and damaging wind likely from tonight through Tuesday. Houston, Corpus Christi, Beaumont. Overnight severe wind window opens after 10 p.m. Central Daylight Time tonight. Austin and San Antonio. Storms after 9 p.m. Central Daylight Time tonight. Have your shelter plan ready. Oklahoma City and Tulsa. Another severe weather round develops there by Wednesday of this week. Kansas City, Wichita, and Omaha. Record heat builds before the next major storm threat fires. Minneapolis and Chicago, week 3 of May brings your most significant severe window of spring. Heads up, Ohio Valley. Late May flooding and severe weather setups are on the way soon. Something happening in your sky. Drop your city and tell me what you are seeing now. I will run your area a full 5-day risk window right there in the comment section tonight. Now here is what I want every person watching to walk away knowing before they close this video. A weather-ready family knows exactly where to go before the first warning ever gets issued. Talk to your kids, your neighbors, your elderly family members. Make sure everyone has a plan. Mobile home residents in Central Texas, please have a prearranged shelter location set tonight. Roadside ditch beats a mobile home in a tornado. That is hard weather fact, y'all. Do yourself a solid. Charge that phone, turn on those alerts, and know your shelter spot now. Frank Hollister in Amarillo already has his shelter prepped, his phone charged, and dog inside. Frank has been through enough Texas storms. You prepare before dark, not after sirens sound. That is the mindset I want every viewer in this storm zone carrying with them tonight, folks. Season of 2026 has already brought softball hail, EF3 tornadoes, and winds at 80 miles per hour. Nobody is ready for how fast one supercell goes from a radar blip to front yard destruction. Outbreak after outbreak this spring. Communities barely getting cleanup done before the next one. Plain and simple. Atmosphere is reloading every single week, and this pattern keeps amplifying. Every viewer in the Plains, the Midwest, and the South needs to stay sharp through late May. Stay with the people you love, stay away from windows, and keep that radar locked in tonight. Final warning summary for tonight. 3 steps before you do anything else this evening. Know your safest interior room on the lowest floor, away from windows and exterior walls. Make sure your phone is fully charged and weather alerts are switched on before dark tonight. Mobile home in Central Texas. Find that sturdy shelter before 7 p.m. Central Daylight Time this evening, please. Those 3 steps could be the most important thing you do on May 11th. I mean that. Drop your city and state below, and I will personally watch your area through the overnight hours. Updates coming the moment any new tornado warning or severe warning gets issued across Texas. You came to know what was coming, and now you know it. Plain and simple, folks. When tonight is over, people across Texas and the Plains will be talking about May 11th for years. Stay safe, stay weather aware, and do not let this storm catch your family off guard tonight. 4 hours ago, softball hail was falling, and 4 more dangerous hours still remain tonight. 80 miles per hour, 4.5-inch hail, and confirmed tornado warnings, all still active tonight. That is exactly how this video opened, and that threat has not left the board at all. We will get through tonight together. Drop that city and state, and I will watch for you. 4 hours, 80 miles per hour winds, softball hail, and 2 tornado warnings. That is tonight's bottom line.